What's up, guys? This is Omega Pro, and this is going to be a new room tour. Yeah, I don't think I've done one of these in a while, or a gaming setup, or a whoosy whatsy, or a whatchamacallit. But yeah, this is going to be my updated room tour. So, you know, before you walk in my room, if you were to turn around, this is what you would see right here. And my rugs are very bad. I live in the attic of my parent or my mom's facility, and yeah, there's like paint on the floor because, you know, we painted the walls before we moved in, and never really got around to you know, not having crappy rugs. This is getting off to a bad start, but I just want to get on with it and move on with this thing because this is just a room tour, and we're gonna look at this wall here first. And these are my Sonic decals that a lot of people are familiar with, especially when I do the derp circle and, you know, a lot of my vlog type videos. They usually see this in the background, and then you also usually see that thing. That thing is paint chipping, because although we did new paint and stuff like that, we didn't do any high-end stuff or whatever. And I'm just going to show you guys a quick panoramic of my room. It's still pretty messy. But I was moving some stuff around, and this is subject to change. This is going to be version 1 of my setup here, as I, you know, buy new furniture and buy new collectibles and stuff like that. So we're going to come from this side, and then we're going to work our way around here. Alright, let's do this. So right over here, I have one of the most racist products of all time. Isn't it ironic that a cleaning product would be called Spick and Span? Shameless, just shameless, you know. I guess they got their target audience. I'm trying to make sure I'm not covering up the microphone on this thing. I don't even know where the microphone's at. But let's keep it going here. Spiderman Cheez-Its. I didn't want to get those because it was Spider-Man. I just wanted fucking regular Cheez-Its. But, you know, gotta make do with what you got. That's shaving cream. That's a dildo for the Wii controller, and then just a bunch of shit. That's my life savings right there. Yep, almost enough to buy a pack of gum. Really cool. I'm psyched about that. And then we come down here. That's a bunch of PS2 stuff. Yeah, that's all very messy. Haven't got around to cleaning any of that, or, you know, sorting it or anything like that, because, you know, I kind of want to get some new stuff here. And that's a Jolly Rancher wrapper. So you see this wood thing here? Yeah, I should be getting another one and putting it right there. And I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but I'm starting up a Blu-ray collection, so I might use one for movies and video games. And then as we move around here, that is lotion. You guys know what that's for. That's my old camcorder. It's whatever. And then that's random ass fucking Final Fantasy IV. A couple screwdriver stuff. So this is all my 3DS games. Yeah, as you can see, some of them are upside down and stuff. But yeah, those are all fantastic games. So if you're looking at getting a 3DS, I would recommend those. That's my heater, because when you live in Rhode Island, you need an AC, which is right behind that curtain. And you need a heater, because the weather is very bipolar. And this is my bed. It's not made, and it's a mess, because I firmly believe you shouldn't make your bed at all, because, you know, you're going to end up just ruining it anyway. And that's what I will teach my kids. Right over there you got my shadow, as well as a Dragon Ball Z wall scroll, another Dragon Ball Z wall scroll, and another Dragon Ball Z wall scroll. This is just a clusterfuck of shitness right here. I need to, you know, do something with that before things catch on fire. That's an old printer over there. Those are some boxes to items that I have. I keep all the boxes to my stuff. And then on my bed, I keep the essentials, TV remote, Xbox controller for watching Netflix, 3DS, my wallet in case I feel like calling over a hooker, the PS Vita, and my Nexus 7, which is over there. But now we're coming over here to where I do a lot of stuff. This is my 52-inch or 51-inch, something like that. All I know is that it's a lot smaller than my penis. And then you see my reflection in the middle. And this is what I use to record all my console gameplay with. That is the Hauppauge HD PVR. I can't really recommend it, seeing as though there are a lot better options, such as the Elgato. and AverMedia and stuff like that. I can't really recommend that, but I mean, it does the job and hasn't fucked me over yet. Although I have owned two previously that fucked me over. Whatever, I digress. And then we got this, which is a Shure thingy. I thought it was a sticker, but I sat here for like 10 fucking minutes trying to peel it off and nothing happened. So I'm just gonna leave that there. I'm gonna find out what that is right there. But I love Shure, great company. That is the Wii Sensor Bar. And this is one of the greatest inventions of everness. Basically, I have my Xbox, my PS3, my Wii, and my PVR plugged into the, or not my PVR. What the fuck else do I got? Yeah, I do have my PVR in there because it has to route from here to here, then from here to my TV. It's weird, but basically, I have Xbox, Wii, or Xbox, PS3, and Wii, and then I could just switch between them at will, so I don't have to unplug anything. That's the greatest invention of ever. I paid 20 bucks for it at a Kmart, and it is awesome. So as we move down here, we've got the PS3, damn badass lighting. Not in a good way. The fat PS2, and my Verizon box for cable, and Xbox, and Nintendo Wii, and Random Allen Wrench. I think that's what that's called. Fuck, if that is not what that's called, I am going to look not manly, because men no tools. And then as we come over here, this is the main event over here. This is my chair. So, luckily for you guys, I work at a Staples, so I know what this chair is called, just in case you want it. This is called the Staples Montbrook chair. It is $230, but I got it on sale for like $130, and it is pretty snazzy. So I'm going to sit my fat ass down here. And this is my view for 90% of the day. So I'm just going to show you guys what I'm working with. That is my microphone, the Shure SM7B, which is a fucking awesome mic, but should be, seeing as though it is about 400 bucks. But whatever, I digress again. And this is my keyboard, the Razer Black Widow, and it goes all click, click, click. Yeah, it sounds very cool and snazzy. That's my monitor, HP 2311X. Pretty cute. This is my telefono, My Touch 4G slide. And I just have to, oh, this is my desk right here, just a glass L desk. But I just have to say something here, okay? Don't buy a mouse pad. Okay, you know why? You know why? I'm gonna tell you why. Buy one of these. You see this? You see what this thing is? Yeah, this is what's called a desk pad. Basically, I just put this on my desk, and one, it protects my desk from any scratches, or if I spill anything or whatever, it'll go on the pad itself rather than the desk. And what this also does is it works as a fully functional mouse pad. So, yeah, and speaking of mice pads, that is my mouse, the Rats 3 from Mad Catz, I believe. That's Ni no Kuni. I left it there ever since I got it, and I haven't really played it much. I've been playing a lot of Persona 4. That is my second monitor. I don't know what it is. This came with my brother's computer, so that he would know that. This is the interface I need for my microphone, because when you use a microphone like that, you need an interface like this to power it, and this thing works fucking wonders. I love this thing. It is so awesome. So yeah, it makes my mic sound pretty cute. That's a pencil cup with a lot of Sharpies and my Wacom pen and an eraser and a pincer and a pincer sharpener, and then that's like some circle stencils. And I got shit over there. That's Logitech right speaker, Logitech left speaker, and Logitech thingy. You might be wondering what the fuck those big things are. I used to use these until the amp there broke, and that's just a bunch of wires there. But I used to use those two until that amp there broke. My brother actually made that amp because he's the boss. But yeah, there's that. And then as we look here, this is my scanner, the Epson Perfection V37. I got some random ass isopropyl alcohol. That is some deodorant. It smells awesome. That is my Wii games. And those right there are just a bunch of boxes to various computer parts, like my mouse, processor, power supply, 3DS. That's the motherboard. And that's my old graphics card. I got $79.90 now, I think. No, 70 something. But yeah, my camera's about to stop recording, so I'm just going to stop and then restart. Alright, so I'm back, and then last, but I don't think not least anyway, we have my computer itself. So that's the case to it. Yeah, it's my wireless thing. I'm actually going to be putting up my router up here for my whole house, and I'll be able to have direct connection, which is sweet. Can't wait for that. I'm probably going to do that tomorrow. And then that's a gamepad Xbox controller that I use to play games on my PC. And the specs for my PC are, it uses the AMD FX 8-core processor Black Edition. Yeah, actually, I was just reading the box here. Let me see. It is the FX 8120. That is my processor, and it is pretty beast there. As you can see, 3.1 gigahertz, 16 megabytes total cache. I don't know what that means, but I know what megahertz means. It makes it go vroom. And I'm using the ASRock 9. Oh shit, my thing is still acting like it's focused on something. There it goes. The ASRock 970 DE3, I guess, motherboard. Some shit ass shit, and what, I don't know. That's my processor. My graphics card is the 70 something. This is very professional, as you can tell, but yeah, I just wanted to make this video, and I'll be, you know, the other, you know, room tour things will be more professional. And these are some excess mics that I have, MXL 990 and the Blue Snowball mic. Yeah, I guess they're okay mics, but you know, I don't really gotta look at those anymore when I got this. But yeah, that was my setup here. It's gonna be getting a lot better soon. You know, I'm excited to start my Blu-ray collection. That's going to be really cool. But I think that's really all I got to say. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a good day. And suck penis.